Hey everyone, I set this page and quick video up to provide additional information. There was quite a few people that asked for additional information related to the 3PS, the program, projects, platforms, and solution framework that I presented at the YPO Ecommerce Summit in late March. So this is just a quick walkthrough. Basically, I did a recap of the 3PS framework. This right here will link you to the session presentations. I provided both the PowerPoint version and the original PDF. I did remove my contact info. You're welcome to contact me through the YPO site or based on the original emails or texts that you sent. The additional resources, this is basically giving you a broader picture recap. So if you want kind of some fresh eyes on the presentation, there is some neat, unique content in the presentation that's not all represented here, but the giant majority plus a lot of additional stuff is represented here. So the general resources, this goes through about a 30-minute YouTube video. There's a 30-minute YouTube video. It's pretty raw, but it goes through additional content beyond what was covered in the session and a recap, a bunch of the session stuff. There's more on platform or solution size, complexity, and also some concepts on when you should hire some of the key roles in-house versus using outsourced. And there's basically some discussions on value chain and where features and functionality fit in the value chain of being custom and unique to you versus being commoditized in the market. And I explain why that matters in the video related to hiring people in-house versus outsourcing as a recommendation. This is an article that comes up if you're considering doing an e-commerce platform replacement. There's risk management that needs to be done anytime you're changing a platform, and there's an assessment that will help you understand the risk and some simple tactics on things you can do to mitigate the risk as you're switching over platforms, particularly if you have a retail storefront where SEO or digital marketing's critically important to the success of your e-commerce initiative. This is all about setting up your team. So I talked through the big three critical roles. This goes through all the roles by implementation stage, or essentially by the parts of the framework. So there's program-related roles in this article, project-related roles, and then solution-related roles. And I talked through that really in the spirit of if you're going through a new implementation of a platform, what happens during implementation, then post-live and go rollout, which is really solution related responsibilities that you have. This is the tool that I mentioned in the PowerPoint, the presentation. This will link you to a download of an Excel spreadsheet you can use. You can ignore CIMcloud when we talk about CIMcloud here and just think in terms of whatever e-commerce platform you're on for the job functions, but it's a worksheet you could literally fill out with names. This is the first place I go if there's any problems related to the overall program or specific projects. I look to see if I have the appropriate roles and the people in the seats. And then this talks through the GWC fit. They get it, they want it, and have capacity to do it. That's critical for any hat or role. There's also some things in here related to the critical roles. I talk through typical combo roles that we see happen, particularly if you have smaller e-commerce initiatives where you have what I call the ninja, the organizer, and the entrepreneur, and sometimes you have people take on two of those roles. It's highly unusual to have someone that's able to do all three. And then this gets into project related stuff, which is really for the lead project manager or the program manager to understand if they've got a lead project manager that's doing stuff. So kind of in the spirit of professional project management, I'm staying away from PMP certification level sophistication and just have some basic stuff about establishing your first or next goal for a project, 3 steps to set up your next project, which really is your goal, your team, and your work and plan. And then basically a simple agenda that a project manager can use to hold the team members or the people that are accountable that are executing the work and making sure they're keeping things on time, on budget, and on scope. So hopefully that helps. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know.